Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net, he's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card, she's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A Game Records, he's Li. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Happy New Year, you cocksuckers. It's episode 61. We did this on purpose. I want to say season 2, but it's not really season 2. I feel like it's like a TV show. You know?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
No.
I thought it was good. Not good.
No.
Like
What on Netflix?
I thought it was good.
Nah, bro.
All right. Anyway, I'm of course I'm your host, Wade Blogs, aka Mr. Quid Pro Quo, aka the.
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Joining me as always. I can't do pumpkin
Ari.
spice anymore. It's not that season no more.
It's just Ari. Yeah.
It's Lady Ari.
Lady Ari.
New Year Day.
Hello.
New Year Ari.
New Year.
Baby
No.
New Year over here.
No.
Can't do
New
that.
Year Day.
Cause that just sounds like New Year, New Me, Ari. No.
That's actually the name of the episode. NYA.
Oh my gosh. Goodbye. Y'all fired.
And of course, joining us live via satellite from parts unknown.
Parts unknown.
G is here.
Shit.
So before we get into the rundown, I want to briefly explain what's going on the last 3 weeks. If y'all didn't listen to episode 60, we kind of told y'all what's going to happen because we normally record the podcast. Well, we used to, I guess I could say that now. Normally record the podcast on Sundays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last two Sundays were Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So of course, people won't be with their families. We didn't do a podcast. Then the next Sunday, we're in Virginia and it snowed like it was Snowmageddon 2K18. It was like 10 inches of snow. So we couldn't get out of the houses. So there was no podcast now. So this the 3 weeks without podcast. Y'all missed us. I got emails. Where's the show? People asking me. We're back. Where's the way? We're back. And hopefully there'll be no more snow. It's supposed to snow Wednesday though. It's supposed to snow Wednesday. I just thought about that. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. I just thought about that.
That's what they saying.
Yeah, we gotta have a conversation. I literally just figured that out. Yeah, so Allah willing, we'll be here every week for y'all's enjoyment and anticipation. Yeah, got some new things coming up this year. New staff members. I'm gonna get them shirts that say staff. You know, like we go to the club. You know, you go to the club and people had those security shirts on. Staff.
That's how you know when you made it.
Yeah,
when niggas got staff shirts and security shirts on. That's how you know you got to that point where you have to identify your employee.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly. I'm gonna
Can't take y'all nowhere.
get shirts to say intern. Yeah.
You got payroll.
Exactly. I gotta do W-2s and shit now. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to everyone that's responded to the post about having an intern for the show. A lot of y'all responded and weren't local.
Shout out to y'all.
That we definitely appreciate y'all wanting to be a part of the show, Uncut Nation. But we definitely need someone local for what we're looking for. But
Y'all can be part of the street thing.
I know, right? Tell a friend and tell a friend. Repost it.
Yeah, y'all can be part of the street team. Help with the promotion.
Definitely.
Help with the the word of mouth, the day to day listening.
The best way you can support a podcast is to tell your friend about it or to repost it, because we don't advertise. We don't have commercials. Maybe we should, but we don't. That might be next. I holler at Julian about that. Shout out to him.
Revolt.
I know that's the next move. You know what's funny?
Revolt.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this today. Well, not today. Recently. Like a lot of podcasts are going to the Revolt, Drink Champs, and later on and stuff. And I was thinking it'd be so hilarious for me, being a graduate of MIT, to work for Diddy. Wouldn't that be just the irony of all ironies? I think Pac might turn over in his grave in Cuba somewhere.
Hey, look.
Hey, times change.
They would eventually squash that shit and would have got money.
Yeah, times change. I'm trying to get the bag. Pac understands.
Oh, Lord.
Trying to get the bag. But enough of that. Quickly, everyone's here. How was just quickly, everyone's good. Everyone's great. Had 3 weeks off. I feel like we went on vacation or something. I feel like it was on vacation.
I'm recovering.
Ari is doing much better. Ari's lost like 50 pounds.
I
Not saying that because I don't
not.
want to say, because it makes it sound like you're fat then. I don't want to say that. You have lost some weight. You gotten smaller.
I have.
You have.
I lost 3 more sizes.
Okay, see, there you go. See, I wasn't welling. See, I be knowing.
Anyways,
I be knowing.
I am down to the
All got
170s.
goddamn modeling pictures popping up on fucking Facebook and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Her in front, the back drop, tummy out, you know,
Yeah.
split shirt on and whatnot.
Don't listen to that, you guys. I mean, for y'all who actually, added me on Facebook, Lady Ari Anderson, and y'all would know.
Uncut Nation.
You know.
Basically.
Yeah, for the Uncut Nation that has not friend requested me yet. Yes.
But yeah, it's good to see you back in good spirits.
Yes.
Spirits for the spirit, we used to say here. And with all that being said, let's get into the rundown.
The rundown.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
Rundown.
That's what we doing. Don't die now.
My bad.
Yeah,
the rundown.
Don't die. All right, here we go. Since a lot has happened since our last show, we're not going to be able to cover everything. We'll be in here for 5 hours. Just want to catch up on a couple things. One thing I noticed that happened and kind of upset me because I'm a fan of both these people. Lupe and Kendrick. For those who are uninitiated or unaware, Kendrick is the producer, or I guess executive producer, for the Black Panther soundtrack that's coming out. And he released a song, him and SZA released a song. And Lupe had said that Kendrick was stealing the idea or the cover from him, from his Drogas Light, his album Drogas Light. Maybe I need to put those up for people to see it. I feel like we need this is what we need visuals to see it.
I did take a screenshot. I think I can put it in the group chat.
Yeah, we might have to. That might be the cover.
Yeah. Because he put it on Twitter.
Yeah. So, and let's sit down and break this down for a second, because once again, I'm a fan of both these people, but I'm firmly in the West Coast, so I know I'm going to be biased. I'm telling y'all right now, Uncut Nation, I'm going to be biased. So, but y'all two can't be biased. So, do you think there's some validity to Lupe's claim?
I think it's deeper than that.
Okay, talk about it.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's because of this whole 4-year-old beef that they got going on anyway.
Okay. Well, let's elaborate then. Go ahead.
All right. So, it's not just an album cover just because chronologically Lupe came out with the album cover in 2016, in my opinion.
Drogas.
But it's deeper. Lupe took to Twitter. I've never been destroyed. Also, the only issue that the world thinks I have with K-Dot, and I actually do, is that I think that his Control verse is whack and super overhyped to be a verse claiming you are the best rapper. It was very weird. I was told it was bait, but still.
So you think this goes back to the Control verse?
I do.
Very interesting. Very interesting. What do you think about that?
I think it's
Parts unknown.
I think at the end of the day, because from my understanding at one point, it was mentioned that Lupe, listen to Kendrick, fan of Kendrick, and vice versa. So whether it's intentionally or subconsciously, all artists borrow from each other.
Yeah.
Like, especially like when you're looking up to somebody you admire or you listen to that artist, like some of that artist is going to be reciprocated or mirrored back in some things that you do. It's going to be some concepts that they developed, whether it came to fruition or not, but you may have been aware of them, that you might utilize certain aspects of them. Do I feel like he's just blatantly trying to rip them off? No.
Wow.
But I do see the similarities. I mean, you'd be blind not to.
Right. And I think that, for me, that's the difference. Do I think Kendrick and TDE said, oh, this is Lupe cover, I want to do a cover just like this? No.
Mm-mm.
But is there a similar? Yeah. But that's just life. What's the old Nas saying? No idea is original. It's nothing new under the sun.
It's never what you do, but how it's done.
Exactly. So
I mean, case in point, I had a picture that I took myself. It was like it was a night where the moon was full and the clouds had rolled in, and I took it on my phone. And I always wanted to use it for a cover, but I never had a cover to use it for until Benny's most recent project, The Long Days, Short Months, and Just Enough Year. And if you look at the cover, in like Benny's transparent, and in the background you can see the sky, you see the moon. That's the picture that I took. But if I take Benny like off of it and take the clouds out, it's the same cover.
Exactly.
As both of theirs. So like, it's not intentional. It's just like, hey, it's a dope ass fucking picture.
Creators
It's
create.
like some things you see just like the damn, what was it? The picture that you had that's been a running joke. The Return of the Wade joint. Like some pictures that you think just look like an album cover. They're supposed to be used for an album cover. That's just what it is.
Yeah, basically the P&D joint I got. The party next door picture I got from my sister's wedding. I'm up there looking like Return of the Wade. Yeah. Clearly. It's what it is. I don't think there was malice in TDE's attempt. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like I said, I don't think Kendrick was like, yo, I like Lupe's cover, I'm gonna do something just like that. I don't think that would happen at all. Just this what it is. Now I think Lupe, and once again I'm a Lupe fan,
Mm-hmm.
as he's known to do, he's take things too far. I
can't say that he took things too far, because just playing the opposition right now.
Okay.
With the, I'm gonna say it this way, like I'm on Law and Order, with the mounting evidence that's been presented from a couple different avenues regarding the similarities of Dot's work versus Lupe's work. It's a lot of similarities. Like, of course, the whole Kung Fu Kenny and Lupe's a black belt.
That is a good point.
The albums having forward and backward playability. Lupe had dropped a project with an all-black album cover.
That is a good point.
Kendrick did the Unmastered Untitled. It was a solid color. It was, I think, like a greenish color.
Yeah, like olive green or something.
Yeah. But it's just, certain things kind of match up. And it was just, I think those things are what led Lupe to say what he said, with this final cover being like, the nail in the coffin. It was just like, all right, look, it's just gone too far. There's been too much stuff that's been parallel.
That's a
for you
good point.
not to just be taking stuff from me.
I think you make a very valid point. I never thought about that. They do have the two album covers that are very similar in content. Like the Cool is very similar to the Damn. Yeah, I never thought about that. Good point, G. Yeah.
It's a few things.
It's a lot. Yeah. Now I sit back and think about it.
While researching that, I even found out something else that was crazy.
Okay.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
Off of the show.
Okay.
I'm pulling my weight. I'm going to bring it up on the show, but we're not going to talk about it on the show.
And then forget after the show.
And then forget about it.
But it was something that like broke my heart for it to even be considered, but possibly be plausible.
Oh wow!
About Kendrick. So we'll talk about that.
We'll get into that later.
Time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Same that time, same that chapter.
I don't know. For me, and like I said before we did the show, I had my preconceived notion about it. And once again, I'm from California, so I am biased. But now that, especially listening to what you just said, G, there is a lot of similarities. And I'm one of the people that I don't really believe in coincidences. You know what I'm saying? Creators create. And it's real cool for people to have two people on different coasts to have a similar idea that happens. But when it's more than one and it's repeated, there's a pattern. Something's happening there. So while I'm firmly in the corner of K-Dot, something's going on, y'all.
Something's going on.
You stupid.
The love we used to share.
You stupid. I want to get into this song. Speaking of songs, that was a horrible. That was a horrible segue.
What the fuck happened to that? 2018, we starting off like that.
That was horrible. But Eminem,
Give it a shot. Look, we just getting back.
We just getting back. Yeah, that's all.
Mic check is warm up. Come on now.
That was a horrible segue. So look, I want to get into Chloroseptic. The remix, Eminem's Chloroseptic. I recall on this very podcast, we all said we're not looking forward to it. And I recall me coming back, me particularly, I'm speaking for me. So, Shade, you got a problem, I got bars. Listen, I remember me particularly saying, this is trash. I remember saying this. Mm-hmm. So, fine. I said this. So, apparently on the Chloroseptic remix, M had a couple bars about what I took as critics criticizing his album, saying his album was trash. I took that as him talking about critics, meaning me and people in general saying his album was trash. Apparently, the internets, shout out to Combat Jack, the internets took it as he's talking about Joe. He was directing those comments towards Joe because Joe is quote unquote his friend and Joe's on Everyday Struggle, apparently, and he didn't like the album. Mm-hmm. Joe has gone on record saying he never talked about the album.
He was confused the entire time. Yeah.
Joe talked about that song he had, Walk on Water, which was trash. I said that. And he never talked about the whole album. Like they forbid him from listening to the album because that's his friend. Mm-hmm. You know, he stick up for his friend.
Yeah, like he said he hadn't listened to it. He had put it in to listen to it, and I want to say one of the cats on his podcast, I want to say he said Rory made him take it out at the time because he didn't want to hear it. So he never got to listen to the album.
Yeah.
Like all the way through.
He said he wanted to actually take it apart and actually listen to it.
And then saw the cover and was just like, whoever is managing this particular project, dropped the ball. Like, the whole campaign, the whole marketing scheme around the project sucks.
But
which is what Joe was talking about.
He wasn't
talking about the actual album because he to this day he still hasn't listened to it.
Here's what I think.
The last interview or the last thing that I heard him say about the album he hadn't listened to it.
Yeah.
But he was talking about everything surrounding the album, the track listing, the features, the graphics for the cover. What was trash. He didn't agree with any of that.
But he was right though. But here's what I think. I think M's team. Let's say M's team. Because I don't know problems with Shady. M's team thought that freestyle, the BET freestyle, would get a response from Trump, and that was going to be his marketing. You know what I'm saying? I think he thought that was going to take him, like Trump was going to respond to him, and he would be in the media, and that was his marketing scheme. Because if you look at the pattern,
that even got brought up in the interview when they was interviewing M. That M flat out said he was like he didn't understand why Trump didn't respond.
But I recall on this very podcast I told y'all Trump wouldn't respond. M is white, he's not going to respond. And the people are like, no, he's going to respond. M is white, he's not going to respond.
Yeah.
If I said it, he would have responded.
Yeah.
But I said that. Everybody was waiting.
Case in point, the video when Snoop was shooting him, like it was the spoof of him, and you know he shot him with like a confetti gun. That was a whole big issue.
Right.
It was in the media. It was in the news. Trump said something about it on Twitter. Snoop said something back to Trump. All that. But like you said, white rapper, whole platform, black network, freestyles about him. He says nothing.
Exactly. And I
as
think
stupid as people think Trump is, he's not dumb.
No, I think he's dumb. I think
Yeah.
he's ignorant. I think he's ignorant as fuck. But, you know.
That
I think that was part of the whole marketing
situation,
scheme.
like you said, I don't think it was particularly aimed at Joe. I think it was just to critics in general.
Yeah.
And I wasn't surprised, like, throughout M's entire career, he's never backed down from any criticism, and he responds to all critics blatantly. Me personally, I felt like if he was talking to Joe directly and just specifically, he would have said Joe's name, regardless whether they're on the roster or not. Regardless whether he signed to him or not.
I think it would have been more direct. If he was talking about Joe, he would have said something clearly so we know he's talking about Joe.
It would have been something to know, like, undoubtedly link him to the bar that was said.
Right.
Like, he might have flipped something like, you know, you've been struggling every day with sin. Like, something like that.
He would hit it with that Jay-Z bar, tell them ordinary Joe's button up.
Yeah.
I know, I think...
It would have been something undeniable that would have linked him to that bar.
I just think,
like,
I think his whole team just missed you're fine. I think his whole team just missed the bar. And I really think they banked on this whole quote-unquote tete-a-tete or this beef with Trump to help the record sales. And when that didn't happen, they were out back. They had no idea what to do. The project was just lackluster. His first week sales, he sold like 300,000 first week, which is a great week. But for M, if you compare M sales to M,
it's a great week for where music is at, but it's terrible sales for M.
I really, honestly and truly, that's how I feel about it. I haven't talked to nobody else in the industry. I don't know about Shady, none of that shit. It really looks like the way the album was rolled out and the time span between these things, that they really banked on him and Trump beefing and the media picking it up. And then, don't forget my album's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that didn't happen.
I'll be honest, I still haven't listened to it.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I listened to maybe 4 songs off of it and was like, it's trash. But I've never been a big Eminem fan anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think
I'm an M fan, but I'm just not in a rush to listen to it. Like, truthfully, after Marshall Mathers 2, I ain't been in a rush to listen to a damn thing that he did.
See, I don't think I'm a good parameter.
My biggest issue with M is I feel like he's still trying to prove that he can rap instead of just making quality music. And I feel like when he drops an album, he's using the same formula that he's been using as far as, you know, the first single being the pop act, and then after that, it's a rap record, or vice versa.
Yeah,
like, he might just drop a dope-ass record where he's just rapping his ass off, and then it'll be a pop record to go ahead and chart, and then after that, that's pretty much it.
I definitely agree with that. I think I think M is stuck, and we talked about this on the show. I think M is stuck in that time frame where nothing's changed for him. Like the difference would be Jay. Like 444 is actually, you can see the elevation. You can see Jay is a grown man. Things have changed. M is still, why M had a song about being a good husband on his album, so I'm not saying he's stuck, but I think his team, and he's still used to doing that same thing. Like, yeah. It's just not connecting. And like I said before, I'm not an Eminem fan. There's no question he can rap. He's a rapping dude. Let's not say I'm not saying that. But just because you can rap don't mean you're good. Cannabis can rap his ass off, but shit. You know what I'm saying? M can rap, yes. I'm not saying he can't rap. Doesn't mean he's good. To me, it's like it's no soul in his rap. That's how I feel about him. It's like
it doesn't connect.
Exactly. It's like the best analogy I use for people is like basketball. If you're a basketball fan, you can have Tim Duncan who go out there and do everything perfect, but there's just no connection. There's no soul. It's like watching a robot. Like you're good at what you're doing, great, but I don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't connect. I think, and we've talked about this before on this show, and I keep saying that, for me to connect to, you have to connect to an artist on a level for you to be interested in him. You know what I mean?
Bars of death.
Exactly.
Of life.
like Pac wasn't the best lyricist in the world, but you felt what he was saying. You felt the pain. Your pain runs deep. Share it with me. You felt that with Mac. You felt that. You don't feel that with him. I'm not beefing with my moms and other pop singers. I don't care about that shit. That doesn't mean I don't come from a trailer park. It means nothing to me. Like I don't, you know what I mean? There's no connection, so it means absolutely nothing to me.
I mean, you gotta stick certain pieces in where they fit. Like he came from a trailer park. You know, niggas came from
the hood.
Yeah. It's basically, it's not the specifics. It's the upbringing and the trials and tribulations that parallel. It's not the, exact script.
Yeah, but
that's being acted out.
But and this is just me speaking personally. Like for me and Pac, that's what I always liked about Pac, because it was a very similar, like super similar. Like sheesh, like he's talking about me. I don't have that with him. Even with Nas, on some situation, like he's talking about me. For me, I've always thought you have to have that connection to an artist for that person to be a quote unquote great.
So for you, it has to be more direct.
Yeah, I think there's songs, like some of my favorite Pac songs, like he's going through the whole song and not said his name, so like verbatim you think he's talking about you. You know what I mean? There's a song, It Ain't Easy, from the Me Against the World album. If you listen to the song, you're like, shit, that's my life. You know what I mean? It's songs like that. I don't have that with him. And I'm not saying that makes him a garbage or anything. I'm just saying that he doesn't appeal to me. I know people that love him. I know people that swear him is the greatest of all time. That's fine.
Okay. I promise you, next time me and you just, in the space where we can just vibe and just kick it, I promise you I can play you at least 4 to 5 M songs that'll change your mind about that.
I mean, he got I Am. Remember that I Am, whatever they said I Am? That was a dope song. But, yeah,
that was a dope song.
I'm not talking like
oh shit.
This is the thing with M. This is the thing with M. And I truly believe this. This is the thing with M. You gotta bypass. If you don't like M, it's typically because of the mainstream buzz that he has and what's gotten pushed as far as who he is and what he represents. It's songs that I'm pretty sure you've never heard that are on his album that did, numbers on the billboards or on whatever chart. But I'm pretty sure it's songs on there that you have never listened to, because the first songs that you heard or that were given to you, shoved, pushed down your throat or whatever, were the commercial things that people wanted you to buy into M. The things that made me connect with M was half of the majority of the shit that I hadn't heard.
Yeah.
So I promise you, I got at least 5 that you'll be like, you know what? I can relate to that. Whether it changes your opinion, whether you like them or not, be like, you know what? I can relate to that. that one right there, I fuck with that song from him. I don't fuck with him, but I fuck with that song from him. I got at least 5. I promise you. And that's light work for his catalog, truthfully.
Well, the Eminem debate is something that happens all the time with me because I don't make it. Like I said, I'm not a hater. Like, I don't think he's trash. He's a great rapper. Just there's no connection for me. That's all.
No. That's fair enough. I completely understand that. I'm not trying to change your opinion to make you put him in your top 5 or anything like that. But
I mean, he's not Bruno Mars. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
You know what? Hey, we don't need that long. That's gonna be a whole nother conversation that's gonna be real the rest of the podcast.
Moving on. Well, speaking of Eminem, we're talking about Eminem. Talking about this whole thing, and Bizarre from D12 decided he wanted to chime in and give his opinion to 50 about, well, not to 50. Wow, to Joe about what he perceived to be, once again, a diss towards Joe. And I think, first off, it's the craziest Bizarre. I think if anybody would stick up for M in this scenario, it would be Royce. You know what I'm saying? Bizarre is just the oddest one to be like, you did this wrong and did. What? We don't care.
No. I mean, Royce is.
Well, Royce is on both sides.
Royce is in a position where he's like literally between a cat that's been his man for the longest. They fallen out, and they weren't speaking for a while, to him building and forging a bond with another rap cat, and they establishing something on their own, and then his homeboy, you know, they made amends because of that. Like, Royce and M, had they fallen out, they weren't speaking. Royce and Budden started working together, developed the whole Slaughterhouse movement, and then eventually signed the Shady. That ended up rebuilding Royce and M's relationship, and Royce and Budden are still cool. Like, Budden looks at Royce as a brother. Like, he said that on more than one occasion. Like, he looks at him as family.
Yeah, he says it constantly. So I guess it's just odd for me.
That puts Royce in like a real difficult position. Like, this my day one versus, you know, my man. And in actuality, with Royce's resume, if he don't like the song or he don't like the album, I believe he would voice his opinion.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing that is what's in question with like how Bizarre brought it up is how much Joe went in on it, as far as saying he didn't like it, and how it could have just been like, you know, I'm not feeling it. I don't really like it.
But that's the thing with Joe. Joe does that with everything. Joe's a passionate person. He goes in on you can ask him about a pair of sneakers, and I can see Joe talking about it for 15 minutes. That's just how Joe is.
And I wholeheartedly agree with that, because Budden he's been painted as like this bitter person, this bitter hater, like whatever. He's like the villain of hip hop. And that's really not the case. He's just very passionate about hip hop.
As you should be.
As all of us should be.
Exactly. We actually need more people like Budden, I think, to be honest.
Agree. Because at the end of the day, he's not going to conform or be biased with his opinion. And case in point, if you watch the episodes of Everyday Struggle, where anytime he got a question asked about him, he didn't want to play the politics, and he just kind of tried to, shoo it off so he wouldn't have to address it, but then he had to finally address it. And when he addressed it as himself. It wasn't like he didn't shy away from me. He was like, nah, this shit trash. Like, I don't care who you are to me. At the end of the day, music is music. Hip-hop is hip-hop. I'm here for hip-hop. I'm here to critique hip-hop. This is why I'm sitting in this chair. It's trash. I don't like it.
Yeah, and then 50 chimed in, but I think 50's just trolling. 50's like the best troller ever.
Yeah.
So I'm sure just 50 was just trolling. So I don't think there's any smoke there. Just 50 just trolling.
Yeah, 50 doing what 50 do. When you when you give a nigga a threat and then hashtag your movie.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think there's no smoke there. 50's just trolling.
Yeah, it ain't no smoke. Sky's clear.
Yeah, it's clearly. And continuing on with Joe Budden, this is the part that we care about. Before we took our winter vacation, I feel like we went to school winter vacation, right? Before we went to winter vacation. I know, right? Before winter vacation, there was a rumor Joe was going to sign the Revolt for $5 million for a new show. I spoke to some people. Shout out to Steph from Baller Alert. Spoke to some people. They said that wasn't true. Well, New Year comes and Joe did sign the Revolt. Terms of the deal are not disclosed. I feel like we're talking about a sports athlete, like an NBA player. Signed for such and such. Terms of the deal is not disclosed, so we don't know how much it's for. We don't know what it's for. But he did sign with Revolt. He was at the party. There was a video of him and Puff. And Puff was like, let's get money together. I guess that's how Puff closed deals. Let's get money together. That's black excellence. I'm all for it. I guess. Yeah. I'm all for it, I guess. Puff, by the way, holla at us, But I'm interested to see what comes of that, because we did kind of see the show he had with Charlamagne, what's trash and what's not, whatever they call shit. Dope and what's trash for 2017. I don't feel like the way Joe is moving that his podcast is going to go to Revolt. I think he's going to do something new. Because Joe's really this whole thing about being a creative. He's doing something at Highline Ballroom in New York for creators to come up and do stuff, perform, sing, dance, whatever. I think the podcast may remain a separate entity, or maybe they just record it like they do Drink Champs. But I think the deal, and I don't have any information than anybody else, but I think the deal is for more than just the podcast. I think there's some other creating going on over there. Maybe Joe will have some other projects over at Revolt. Because he's big on creating. Why not create with Puff?
I agree with that. I feel like the podcast is his personal space for him to air, like with no politics, and just however he wants to do it, change the platform to do what he want to do. So he's not going to get rid of or bargain with his safe haven. Like anything that he does anything that he does with Revolt is probably going to be, something new, like you said.
Yeah, I think, and to me, it sounds like it makes more sense, like create separate projects with Revolt, like maybe a TV show or something. But I can see him recording the podcast, like similar to what Nori does with Drink Champs, maybe that. But I think he's going to create something new over there at Revolt, and I'm all for it. I'm all for creators. Puff, holla at us. I'm gonna say that again. I just think that would be so ironic that me, of all people, would be quote unquote on Bad Boy. I think that would be super ironic. Super ironic.
Just don't put on the suit.
No shiny suits. Sorry, Puff, can't do that.
Don't put on the suit.
Especially everything I've talked about for years. Just like even before the podcast, just me in general. I think it'd be super ironic. I think I will post that picture on Instagram. Me and Puff.
Don't do that.
Be like, they said it would never happen. Me and Puff back to back.
No.
That's corny.
Nah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think Puff would even like that. Puff wouldn't even let that happen. Like, nah, fam. I want to get into this time of year. Well, previously, like I said, winter vacation. Around this time of year, Skillz from Richmond, shout out to Skillz, home team, does a wrap up. He's done it for the last few years. Everybody knows this. It's kind of one of those things we always look forward to. We kind of tweet Skillz. We kind of like, hey, yo, it's about that time, fam. Where's it at, fam? It's about that time. The last few years, Uncle Murda from Brooklyn decided he was going to do his version of the wrap up.
I think it's been 3.
3 years? Okay.
I think it's been 3.
So this year, I think Skillz got fed up with the shits and released a diss towards Murda called Murdagram, which is just, he was just barring that nigga up. I should play a snippet of it. I think I have it.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, it was just, he was just barring that nigga up. Just give him the bars, just to show first off for Skillz to show he still can do that. Because really, to be honest with you, and this is no slight on Skillz, we only hear him once a year. You know, he does other stuff, but as far as music is concerned, we only hear him once a year with the wrap up. So for him to just say, you know what, here's a song about you some bars, some sick of your shit, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. You know me, I'm all for beef. I'm all for niggas beefing. Straight to me.
Horrible.
Machiavelli School of Technology, I'm trying to tell you. I'm pulling it up right now, so give me a second, y'all. I apologize for the delay. Hey, it sounded really good.
While you doing that, I'll say this. It wasn't out of the blue.
No, definitely wasn't.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't out of the blue. Because, like I said, Murda been running with the joint for probably about 3 years now. And he's been, like, he mentioned Skillz in all 3 of them. Skillz also brought to light prior to the diss, like, Murda sent the nigga a DM.
Yeah, that was the cover. That was the cover art. The DM that Murda sent.
The nigga the DM, and he had got a phone call like, I was good with a feature on the joint.
I mean, everything Skillz said made sense. Matter of fact, let me go into it right. Let me go into a little bit right now. Let's go into Skillz with Murdagram. That was my radio voice like that.
This year, man. You know, I actually was arguing with Mad Skillz yesterday, man.
Yeah, I saw you was coming for his.
I'm like, yeah, I took your shit, homie. Yeah, you know how Brooklyn do. I took your shit.
What he say back? What he say back? What he say back? What he say back?
And if you don't know,
it's just real hip hop, right?
and if you don't,
with the biggie trash.
Yeah.
Nigga, let's go.
Motherfucker was ant. The nigga was motherfucking tight.
It's just hip hop. I love this.
And if you don't know,
motherfuckers wanna kill me, but ain't got the heart, so I pick the mic back up for this walk in the park. And I don't want credit for this. This ain't nothing. I'm just answering a nigga that kept pressing my button. Uncle Murda. What's all the games about? Nigga, keep my fucking name out your brown ass mouth. Clark Kent, your man about to hold his L to roll some weed. I got a story to tell. Listen. Couple years ago, I'm up in AC. I get a call from Clark Kent, and he don't never call me talking about he heard your version of my song. He told you you was biting, and you knew that you was wrong, but not for nothing, you was trying to make it better and try and reach out, see if we could do it together. I'm like, Clark, nigga, you must be faded. Why the fuck would I collab on some shit that I created? Y'all jaded. You don't get the fuck off my phone and tell that old face ass nigga leave me alone. Get gone. Clark, you know I ain't that dude. And yeah, I fell back on rap, but don't get it confused. Shit lit my fuse. You wouldn't call Hov and say 21 Savage wanna do 22 twos, nigga, would you? The fuck wrong with y'all? Biting niggas, I could never get along with y'all.
Yeah, I want to play the whole thing, but I can't. I got caught up in the moment for a second, so SoundCloud don't take me down. But yeah.
You wouldn't call me and tell me Hov wanted 21 Savage wanted to do 22 twos.
It's all facts. You know what I'm saying? It's all facts. It's hip hop. It's so hip hop that he took the Murdagram beat, Murda. It's just and Uncle Nation, I'm being biased. We live in Virginia. I'm being biased. I'm comfortable enough to tell y'all that where I can be biased. I'm being biased. This shit was crazy. It's bananas. Now, to be fair.
Yeah, now, to be fair.
I know, right? After I said all that, to be fair. Murda did respond. Let's play a snippet of Murda here. Old face ass. Oh,
it's that time of year again.
Oh, this the wrap up? Oh,
The wrap up.
Hold
Hey,
on,
yo,
hold on.
nobody wanna
My
hear
fault.
man Skillz shit.
Woo.
Don't come outside, my new mixtape out right now. GMTA to you, Mr. Unit. Lenny Grant. Y'all know what happened, y'all still want me to talk about it. I ain't cool with these niggas, so I'ma talk about it. Crazy, shit crazy. Crazy shit. Nicky and me dead.
Hold on. My fault.
Hold on, I was
Uncle.
about to say that's the old one.
That's the actual wrap up. Let me,
yeah, that's the actual rapper. That shit old. Yeah, that's not the disc.
Yeah, the disc. Here's the disc.
Hey, yo, man, Skillz, tell me why you mad, man.
My thing is like it's been plenty of cats who try to do wrap up, and that's cool, but nobody's ever been that disrespectful. Like, and I'm like, bro,
Shut the
like,
fuck up. Brooklyn been taking shit, pussy. Yeah, I heard the man Skillz track. He disrespecting the jokes, now he gotta get clapped. He fell off. Why y'all gassing him? That shit was whack, nigga. I wanted somebody else to respond, not that nigga. I don't get no points if I air him out. Beefing with a rapper that nobody care about. He don't matter. He mad I got the wrap up lit again. It's lit. Nigga, next year I'm taking your shit again. I know you're feeling like your chain got snatched, and I remind you every year that you can't get it back. You taking shots is like sex, you and free throws. I'd rather be out here beefing with the Migos. I took your shit, I'ma keep on taking it. I don't give a fuck if you the one who created it. So what? You court cases in Virginia, bodies in DC. Cut it out, nigga. You ain't no Malice or Pusha T. My Virginia niggas gon' bump this, nigga. They don't fuck with you like they fuck with the Clips, nigga. They don't fuck with you like they fuck with Pharrell, neither. You tried to take over like Zane, you got Ethan. I came up on.
Yeah, that's enough. Hey, it had some witty bars. It was just trash. Shout out to Murda though, it was trash. It's not a fair
What
fight.
I expected from Murda though.
That's the thing. I don't think Murda can be lyrical with Skillz. Let's be honest about that. But it's not a fair fight. You know what I mean? You're dealing with Skillz, who's a known wordsmith who has bars for days, against Murda, who just do like gun talk and talk greasy. And his whole point is that, yeah, I took your shit, so what? You know what I mean? That's not a good argument. I don't know. I hope that's the audio. It's not in our podcast.
Yeah.
Another thing. Let's moving on here. Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip hop soul. Hold on, are we sponsored by Revolt? It's a lot of Revolt talk we doing today. Are we sponsored by Revolt today? Did Puff cut the check?
Sounds like it.
I know, right? Mary J recently got a star on the Walk of Fame, actually on her birthday, which is a very dope thing to do.
On the birthday.
That's super dope.
Down on the birthday. Yeah.
You know what's funny? When I saw the footage of it, and I saw Puff there, and I saw everybody, I just thought, and this, I guess the old head in me was like, you know, whoever thought hip hop would make it this far? You know what I mean? I
thought she should have been got it.
Honestly, does Podcast want? Podcast want to. Yeah. So long as Podcast want, I'm fine. I'm always biased, y'all. I'm tell y'all the truth. I'm just a biased person. But yeah, I mean, if anybody should have it should be Mary J. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, and I'm all for it. I'm all for Mary J having it. We need more of our hip hop luminaries to have things like that. Walk of Fame, the Star, people in the Hall of Fame, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Nas is performing at Kennedy Center Honors. We need things like that. We need people to see that hip hop is a legitimate art form and not some shit in the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm all for that. So salute to Mary J. I'm all for that shit, yo. It's dope. I think it's super dope. I'm trying to focus. You understand? You see me trying to focus. Listen, when the visuals,
I'm sitting here like this shit better not be in the podcast.
Yo, when the visuals, can you imagine we do the visuals and that's in the visuals, and you see our faces when you're trying to talk, and they on YouTube like, why are they looking like that? Because they know who we are. Because they ain't gonna be able to hear it. Look, because they know who we are. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to hear that, but It's just, as we say all the time here, we're recording from the lovely Radio studios in downtown Norfolk, and a lot of times we're in one studio and there are other artists in other studios
who are whack as shit, who are trash.
Yeah. So what a lot of times what happens is their audio leaks over into our session. So while y'all Uncanation can't hear their audio, we can.
And that shit is
so we have to maintain we have to maintain some type of demeanor here while they're in the background doing whatever they're doing.
Being garbage.
Hot garbage. Basura.
In the morning. When you wake up.
First thing.
Shit.
But we're maintaining our professionalism and we continue to do this podcast for y'all. Gotta love it.
But duly noting that they're trash.
Yeah, duly noting. When we get, I'm about to say when we get the visuals, I'm not gonna say when, but when the visuals come and y'all see our facial expressions, I promise y'all, the comments gonna be like, why y'all looking like that?
Cause it's
Hey, let's move on.
Okay. Yes.
The H&M thing. Let's get into it.
Okay.
All right. If you've been under a rock for the last, you've been under a rock for the last week or so, H&M released a photo spread of children wearing animal themed merchandise.
Nice.
That's a good way to say it, right?
Nice.
They had the one little Caucasian boy had on like what he had like a jungle hunter thing, and different things. So they had this young king. I'm calling him Young King. You hear me? They had this young king in a green hoodie that said, and I quote, "Coolest monkey in the jungle." And they posted this online like shit was sweet. And for you to understand this, they had first take the picture, think it was cool, send it to legal, think it was cool, send it to marketing, think it was cool. Like a bunch of people saw this picture before we saw this picture. A bunch of people. They had to. That's how shit works.
Yeah, I'm about to say the photographer, the graphic designer to touch it up, like you said, marketing, campaign managers,
a lot of people.
The head of the department had to see it and okay the entire spread before releasing it. So yeah, a bunch of people saw it prior to release.
Yeah, a bunch of people saw it, thought it was sweet, and it took us less than 5 seconds to say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Like,
what the fuck? To have this young king, let's call him Young King, to have this young king in a hoodie that says "Coolest monkey in the jungle." There's so many things wrong here. Like, are they disconnected from society to understand that monkey is still a derogatory term towards us? First off. Second, and then we'll go back to this later on, because I'm going to answer this question later on. Who let the boy wear the hoodie in the first place? Like, at the photo shoot, who said, "Hey, boy, put this on"? And I'm saying boy because that's probably what they say, they racist. And they thought that was a good idea. And everybody that was at the photo shoot. Now, you go to a photo shoot, it's just not one person. It's not a photographer there. It's a bunch of people there. So nobody said this.
It's the photographer, it's the stylist, it's makeup artists, it's extras on the set doing this, that, and the third.
Where's the parents at?
So nobody saw this at any time before we saw it and say, you know what? That's not a good look. That's not a good idea.
My thing is, once the model is posing and the camera is flashing, a lot of movement has stopped because all the movement prior to the pictures being taken was done in preparation for the pictures that are being taken. So once the pictures are being taken, everybody is kind of looking to see how their work looks or what they could have done better. Like the makeup artist has stopped and looked at the model, like, damn, I should have did this or whatever. The stylist is like, well, damn, them shoes might not go with the hoodie as good as I thought they did initially because all the light. So there's a lot of movement that stops at that point. So at no point in time, even the photographer looking down the lens saying this was like, hold up, who the fuck put him in his hoodie?
Even further than that, the designer didn't at one point, the person that designed the hoodie say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't make this hoodie. Like, this doesn't seem right to call anybody, not just a young king.
They are in a different culture.
Yeah, not just the young king was called a boy young king. Not just him, just anybody.
I'm not saying it's excusable. Don't think that I'm saying that. I'm just saying that other cultures, you have to understand that. I'm not saying that it's excusable. I'm just saying that because they're, Swedish, they may not understand what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Or they may have thought that was okay, or they didn't see anything wrong with it.
Quite possible.
Because, and main case in point, I had a coworker.
Okay.
We shall not speak of his name.
Okay.
He was white.
Mm.
Okay. And I guess he had thought that it was okay to call somebody boy.
Mm. Mm.
And they lit his ass up on the job.
Mm. And he deserved to be lit.
And he didn't understand why.
Oh.
He just thought that because he had said, oh, well, my boy, this.
Mm.
He thought that, oh, maybe I can speak to him like that.
Oh.
He didn't understand.
Oh.
And he wasn't, he's from an area where there's only white people, where there are no black people.
Oh.
So I guess he was just trying to fit in, but still, it doesn't make it right.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Because my question is, why, even if that's the case, like, why that particular animal? Like, he could have used any other, like what you said,
coolest dolphin in the sea.
Who made it could have been any other animal.
Coolest lion in the jungle.
Dolphin in the ocean or something.
Yeah. It's
fish in the sea.
It's so much undercurrent racism, and I'm saying undercurrent racism because it's not the typical out front racism. It's not they calling you a nigga. It's they're doing this. Oh, we didn't know that was racist. You fucking didn't know that was racist. You didn't know that was like who didn't know that was.
Who doesn't know?
And okay, and your argument that they're from another country or this, I hear that argument. I hear that.
It's not really an argument. It's just a point.
No, but shit. Who wants to be called a monkey?
Like I said, why did it have to be the animal? You could have been like, the coolest zebra in the jungle.
Yeah, the racial undertones, man.
And it's like, okay, well,
they would have found something racist about that too, though.
Probably.
It doesn't seem to make sense.
It's just for this.
Why doesn't it? Why does the coolest monkey make sense more than the coolest zebra? They're both in the jungle.
But was the outlash necessary back from us?
Well, and that's the next part of this. I think if they thought it was cool, if H&M thought that this was suitable, there had to be a reckoning.
Is this their first racial offense?
Not from what I'm hearing.
Cause I seen that they had oh gosh, those slave break me out chains, right?
Yeah.
They had a bracelet that was linked like that, and it said "break free," and it was like, hold up now, what you mean?
This is the thing, and I've heard they had a factory that shut down, that they refused to fix because they didn't care about the workers, the immigrant workers there. Like, I'm hearing a lot of stuff about H&M, but all these things are after the fact, so I don't know what's true, what's not. You know how shit is.
I did see a picture of the bracelet though, so that is true.
Okay. It just showed me the disconnect that, and I don't want to say corporate, because I think a lot of people want to say, oh, it's just corporate people, they don't know. I think it's just white people in general. And this is just me. I'm not trying to ruin our sponsors. Hey, Revolt. Just saying, like, I'm on this Revolt shit. Can't you tell? I'm really on this shit. I just think it's a lack of diversity in those decision-making areas. To me, it shows that if for that to get that far, there were no black people that saw that. Because I think any black person would have been like, hold on, fam. Or no person that had a decision-making ability. Because I'm sure somebody, if I would have saw it, or you would have, anybody, I could have been the gopher, the person that cleaned the trash. I'd be like, yo, that's not right. Oh, whatever. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? It should need some diversity in those circles to be like, hey, no, we're not doing this.
So it would have been like, the same thing if a white boy was wearing a shirt with some food on it that said coolest cracker in the box.
I don't think so, and a lot of people have done that because of the history behind those things. You know what I mean? That's why when people always do the reversism, like you call me a nigga, I call you a cracker, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing because there's the history behind the word nigga and cracker is two different things. You know what I'm saying? So if you had a shirt that says the coolest cracker, we'd be like, oh, whatever. It's just white people. Like I've seen one that says a future school shooter. It doesn't bite as well, as hard as that because of the history behind it. You can't just reverse it. Like that, and I hate when people do that. That's become a tactic that people use when they're trying to. I was just
asking.
No, I'm not just speaking to you. I'm just talking in general. Like that's a tactic that people use when they try to have an argument. They say, "What about if it was reversed?" The reverse doesn't always work because you have to reverse everything. Like all that history. Have more history. Yeah, all the history behind that. You can't just throw that away. You know what I'm saying? And then of course we're talking about it because hip hop talked about it. You know what I mean? Artists everywhere chimed in and gave their opinion. From I've seen redesigns of the shirt, Future King. Just dope work. Everybody's calling the boy Young King, which is great. Helps his self-esteem, which I'm all for our youth, for us in general.
He got reportedly he got Diddy signed him to a modeling deal.
Our friends at Revolt, sponsored by Revolt, Diddy offered the Young King a $1 million Sean John contract. First off, people don't wear Sean John no more, but sounds good. I'm all for it. Friends at Revolt. Have Revolt. I'm pandering a little bit. Am I pandering?
A little bit.
My fault. I'm just kind of revolting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the part that really upset me about this whole thing, because let's be honest, it's white people that do shit. I really be honest about this. When I saw this, I was like, wow, that's really fucked up. But it's white people. That's the shit they do. The part that pissed me off about it was the mother. The mother, they interviewed the mother. Well, they interviewed. She went on Facebook. It was like, this is my son, and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
On that. I ain't find no interviews on the mother.
Yeah, she went on Facebook and said, well, this is my son, and I was there, and I don't see anything wrong with it. Sister.
Oh, shit.
There's definitely something wrong with this. Yeah, if you can find it, Google the article. The mother went on Facebook and was like, this is my son. I don't see anything wrong with it. Y'all need to get out of our business. Blah, 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 blah. Sister, just because you don't see nothing wrong with it don't mean there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm often fond of saying for the first time in 2018, my sister may not always be right, but she's always my sister.
Good luck with that one.
Like, yeah, right. Hey, I love y'all even if y'all don't love me. But yeah, that's just a mess, a tragedy, and we gotta get better, y'all. We have to hold these corporations accountable. I've seen in other countries in South Africa.
So
go ahead.
Before we move on, can I bring up and get y'all opinion on something?
Go ahead.
Because this got brought up after the fact, and I know bait got brought into question.
You think
for those for listeners who don't know what Bape is a multi-million-dollar clothing line that's been around for a couple years. A lot of African Americans wear it. It's I guess marketed as a high-dollar urban line, but the mascot is an ape.
Bathing ape, yep.
It's an ape. It's a primate. And black people had no problem wearing it, endorsing it, speaking up on it. Oh, I got this Bape on, a shirt from them costs like $200 or more. But it's still, I guess, what the argument was that it's the same principle. Like black people putting on clothing that has a monkey on it.
I can definitely understand that argument. I've seen who said that? Just Hilarious, I think it was. I seen brought that up, and I think, and my response would be, just because we let one thing slide in the past doesn't mean we're not wiser now. You know what I'm saying? I think if Bathing Ape would come out today, it would be greeted the same way.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I truly do not think so. Because at the end of the day, even with the wealth of knowledge that we have, like, that's never been brought into question. So it's never, it wasn't brought into question until the whole situation with H&M and Danny got brought up.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I had Bape.
I'm using Bape as just an example because that was one of the many examples that popped up that I saw during the whole H&M situation. So it's just like, at what point do we stop contradicting ourselves, basically? Like, one thing is okay, another thing is not. Like, at some point there has to be consistency. Everything has to be concise. We have to be on the same page, and across the board it has to be wrong, regardless of who manufactured it, whether it's a black corporation or a white corporation.
Now, I definitely agree with that. I think we as a people, and that's been our crux forever, is that we're never on the same page. I think we need to get on the same page with some things, at least some things. Something, you know what I'm saying? To rectify some of the things in the past, some of the things we let slide forever. We have to start aligning our goals, especially in 2018, or we're never going to be where we should be. The infighting and all things we disagreeing is fine, but as long as we disagreeing to get to the common goal. You know what I'm saying? You could say go this way, I could say go this way, but as long as we get to the same place, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the pillars of that statement was Martin and Malcolm. Both of them wanted the same outcome. They just showed a different routes to go about. But at the end of the day, their destination was the same.
Exactly. But I do want to get to what we've been waiting on for what we've had y'all waiting on for the last 3 weeks. Our top 5 albums of 2017.
Bruh, out of every... Not to dismiss the severity of any topic that we've touched on, this was like the most difficult topic.
I think because so much music has come out in the last 12 months, and so much good music, it's hard to narrow it down to just 5. I actually have 6 because I have a sleeper album that I don't think nobody's gonna talk about. But
I'll be honest, I narrowed it down to 5 albums. I got 2 honorable mentions and I got 5 sleeper albums.
Okay, we're not gonna go through all of that. Let's get it.
And that was just still me narrowing it down. Like, it's still more.
Wow. Well, everyone did that year review last year, and since our first show, this is our chance to do it. So, ladies first as always. Ari, what are your top 5 albums
I can't
of 2017?
put it in any particular order, though.
Okay, what? Just 5 then.
No, we ain't doing order. We're not putting them in order. Please don't make me put them in order. That's going to take another 30.
I put mine in order.
So I got Kalila, Take Me Apart.
Okay.
Kalani, Sweet Sexy Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Drake, More Life.
More Life.
Because.
Hold on, here's the thing with that. And I thought about More Life. Because if you Google top 5 lists, no one has More Life up there because they consider it not an album as a playlist.
Really?
So, because I was going to put it on mine.
Shit.
But I was like,
it's my top 5.
He made the cut with me.
My top 5. Yeah, but see, my music is different anyway from y'all's.
Yeah,
so mine's gonna be different. How many was that?
That was 3.
1, 2, 3. Kendrick, Damn.
Okay.
SZA, Control.
Okay. That's a respectable 5.
My sleeper.
Your sleeper. Who's your sleeper album of 2017?
My sleeper is Khalid.
What was his album?
American Team.
I can respect that.
Okay,
I can respect that.
I'm not mad at that. I haven't heard Khalid's album.
I did. It was pretty dope.
I'm not mad at that.
No, her album's dope.
I'm not mad at that.
That's why I said my list is extensive, because mine is all hip hop, but it was so much R&B and pop that kind of like.
Well, you can only do 5 in one sleeper.
All right, so G, what do you got so far? What do you got for your 5? And give me one sleeper.
Right. Ace Hood, Trust the Process.
Ooh. That's a sleeper? Or that's your top 5?
Nah, that's in my top 5. That's not a sleeper.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will honestly say that album I have listened to probably more than any of the other 4 that I'm going to mention.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Big Crit, Forever Is a Mighty Long Time.
Crit, okay, I'm with you there.
Of course, Kendrick.
Right.
And then Ross and Jay. This is just, it's strictly hip hop.
Yeah. Pretty respectable list there. What's your sleeper?
Hold on. Because I got to get this out. Because we've talked about one of these on the podcast back and forth, and me and you felt the same way. Like, I'm really not a big fan of his, but that project he dropped, made me listen. I got 2 honorable mentions that I was debating, like, in my top 5.
Go ahead, spill the beans.
Who you got?
Big Sean, I Decided, and then Wale's Shine. My sleeper, like I told you, I got 5 sleepers.
Come on, just bring one.
But, look, babe. I have a segment on this show.
You gonna spend half the show introducing the one thing.
I'm sorry. I get into. So I'll leave the rest off. But my number 1 sleeper was Jadena's The Chief.
Was that last year?
Nah, that was 2017. That was earlier in the year.
Are you sure? I thought it was 2016.
Positive.
I thought it was 2016. That changes my whole list there. Sure.
I'll bring up the exact date.
That changes my whole list.
That was the crazy thing. Because I thought it was 2016 as well.
I forgot. I totally forgot. I thought it was 2016. I totally forgot about that album. Because that was a great album.
February 17th, 2017 is when it was released.
Shit. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's my number 1 sleeper.
That fucked me up, yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Yeah. Jadena, I'm a big Jadena fan, so yeah. I'm all for that.
And yours?
So, Wade's top 5 2017. Bam. Here we go. Right here. Top 5. Bam. In order. I'm funny. I'm gonna get y'all an order.
Hold on. You got an order.
I have an order.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it took me a while. We had 3 weeks off. I figured it out. Number 5. Shy the Prince. No Dope on Sundays. That album. Listen, that album is crazy. I listened to that album for like a month straight. That album.
I'm not mad at that.
That's bars.
Not mad at that at all.
He's barring you up. If you're not up on Sci High, you're not up on hip hop. Sci High is barring y'all up, straight up. Number 4, Crit. Forever's a Mighty Long Time. Just the quantity of good music on that album is phenomenal. You need to pick it up. You just need to pick that up. Number 3, it was talked about when it came out, but because it's so long ago, we kind of forgot about it. Rick Ross. Ross always delivers a quality album.
He does.
His beat selection is impeccable. That album was probably one of his better albums in the last few years.
I agree. And I think it kind of got overshadowed because Drake came out that same weekend.
Exactly. I think that's really what happened to it. And I almost made it my sleeper because I think really Drake came out and he swept them up, and they got swept up in the Drape hysteria. But it was a great Ross album. Yeah, Drake doesn't make my list because of, like I said, the whole playlist thing. Drake doesn't make the list, but he would have made my list.
Made mine.
Number 2, and this was tough. My top 2, it's really tough. I flipped back and forth. But
what is up with y'all in these introductions?
It sounds good. It's because it sounds good.
Man, just...
Number 2 is Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? It's like, okay.
Yeah, just because my West Coast bias, I really want to make the number 1 album, but just it's not better than 444. To me, 444 is just the best album of the year. And the way that they continue to release content makes that album more relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you forget about the album, he drops another video and you go back and listen to the album again. Like 444 to me was the album of 2017. And my sleeper, whoa, I had to go far for this one. I had 3 sleepers, but I'm just going to give y'all one. Cause 2 of them weren't even rap.
It's gonna be 5 o'clock.
No, 2 of them weren't even rap, but it was great albums that I felt nobody cared about. But keeping it hip hop, my sleeper album, No Malice.
Ooh,
No Malice,
yeah.
Let the Dead Bury the Dead.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, I slept on No Malice for a long time because Christian rap and all that stuff. But the bars are impeccable, precise, they hard hitting. It feels like listening to an old Clips record. You know what I mean?
I can respect that. Yeah.
So definitely. I'll get these printed up and put them on the Words with Wade Instagram website. So y'all can check it out for yourselves. Our top 5. Y'all send me y'all top 5 so I can get it done. But yeah, that was for 2017. Make sure if you haven't heard those albums.
Uncut Nation, y'all list y'all top 5 in the comments. Yo.
Yeah, if you haven't heard those albums, go pick them up and give us your top 5 of 2017. We definitely want to hear about it. Let's see, and where are we at here as far as
nothing like we're
streaming.
You screaming?
Yeah.
All right, so we're screaming.
It's G's song of the week, my song.
All right, so G, let's go in. What's streaming with G for the 2018?
It's a lot of new niggas that come out in first quarter. Some of these niggas, I might have to get back with a recap on next show because it's when I tell you I got probably about, if we count my pages, it's at least 5 albums to a page, and I'm like 5 pages deep.
Shit, we don't have that much time.
But it's like random niggas that I've never heard of. So like, I know technically with streaming is giving new music, but right now I don't even trust these niggas to right now to give them anything. So I got a good 6 that I'm literally gonna be checking out, and then after that I'll probably get to the rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out Norman Perry Play by Play. Ali Vegas Paid Time Off Part 2. Euros For No Good Reason. Boosie Badass got a new mixtape out called My Favorite Mixtape. I'm gonna check that. And then Nature has a project called Queen's Classics 2, and they got all the OGs from Queens.
Nature?
So I definitely got to check that out.
Nature from the firm, Nature?
It's another cat. I'm sure I'm about to butcher his name. Sylvan the Cool is SYLVAN.
Yeah.
LACUE. It's called Apologies in Advance.
Sounds like a dope title.
Like I've never heard this project, but I don't know. I get vibes from certain projects and certain cover art from time to time. Be like, yo, this might be dope. Okay. And that's literally what set with me when I saw his cover art for the joint. So I ain't never heard from nothing from him. So we'll see that. Everything else, yeah, I already know about those cats, but we'll get into the rest. The other thing that I'm streaming is these motherfucking massaging challenges from Benny McFly, Saxo P, and goddamn Bills. And if you haven't seen it, this motherfucking Family Feud challenge from fucking Benny, he murdered that shit to the point that, yeah, challenge accepted. Mine's coming soon.
So yeah, definitely. I definitely liked it. And I gotta make sure I repost those. Definitely the massaging challenges and the Family Feud challenges, and there was another one I wanted y'all. I think I tagged y'all in. I don't remember.
The scratch one.
Yeah, I tagged you in that one.
Yeah, I saw you. You tagged me in the DJ Scratch joint when he threw the massaging joint in it.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's about to be so many just random ass videos just popping up and niggas murdering shit. Cause I'm gonna keep that close to the vest.
Okay.
Just watch.
Okay.
Just watch.
All right.
Just watch.
All right.
It ain't about to be the whole this year and so on and so forth. Just stay tuned.
Okay. All right. So Ari, what does Ari have for the song of the week?
Segment.
What do you have for the song of the weekend?
Oh, right.
Oh, what'd you do? You forgot?
No, I was...
The segment I be waiting on that they don't let me hear no more.
Ari has to have it a secret now. Ari has to have it a secret now.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna revisit Tiffany Gouche because she is fucking dope, yo. Like her music, her beats alone, it's just like some of the music that I listen to is just like stuff that we don't normally hear and it catches your ear like an eargasm. This shit right here is amazing. Well, anyways, song is called Dive, so we're gonna do something different today.
We are.
We're gonna play it a little bit longer. Y'all can enjoy it. Undisclosed time.
All right, so this is Tiffany Gouche with Dive.
Maybe.
Girl, you've been teasing. I gotta come over. So why you playing? Don't act like you scared now. Tryna do the best things I know. I plan to keep you on it. Cause you been on my mind, I just wanna show ya. Or we can slow it down, baby, let me hold ya. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Please let me know. I just wanna be right, wanna be right. And I'm so up and I don't mind it although. Cause every time you come around me, I just lose control. If you come into the deep, baby, it's alright. It's high tide, I gotta dive in, I gotta dive in. I can't wait to dive in. If you come into the deep, baby, it's alright. You said it's alright. It's high tide.
Who was that?
Tiffany Gouche.
That was
Tiffany...
her? No, that sounded like a dude. That was a dude.
Nah, that was Tiffany Gouche. Yeah, she's a stud.
Oh.
Very surprising, right?
Blew my head
Yes.
off. This is where we need the camera so I can look at the camera and be like, oh.
Yes. Like, if I could wait, I'm about to show you. I have to show you this because it's just crazy. I'm sorry that y'all can't see the visual, but yeah.
Say word. So yeah, Tiffany. Oh, I see. Oh, look like Lloyd.
Yep.
Looks like Lloyd from Lloyd. You know from yeah, Lloyd. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shout out to Tiffany Gouche.
Yeah, she's fucking dope.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tiffany Gouche. That was Dive by Tiffany Gouche. What album is it off of? Do you know?
I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Gotta give her all the praise for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure y'all cop that album. We'll definitely put the link in the description, or the YouTube link. Tiffany Gouche, Dive, great song. Powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her vocal is tremendous.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, she's talking about a new album.
Oh, that's a new album. Oh, that's new. You got some exclusive this.
Yeah, so but this is from August 2017. So fairly new.
Okay.
She's trying to get noticed more.
Okay, that's what's up, Tiffany Gouche. Shout out to you.
So she's on Apple and, SoundCloud and stuff, but she's not as big as other artists yet.
Okay. So shout out to Tiffany Gouche. Definitely appreciate you. Holla at Ari. She plays your music all the time.
For one, y'all really gotta go check out at least the choreography on some of the songs, because you know how like choreography, they have like songs that people don't normally listen to and they normally dance to it.
Yeah.
I looked at some of the choreography for Tiffany Gouche and I'm like, yo, just killed it.
Okay.
I was done.
Well, definitely thank you for putting us on, as always, Ari.
Yes.
Anything else before we wrap it up?
G probably put us on mute to go listen to it.
Yeah, he's probably looking at the whole video right now. Anything else?
It's all leg.
Look, don't talk about me like I'm not here.
See? Why are you so quiet, G? What happened, G?
I'm checking the whole catalog. I'm trying to find all the albums. I'm about to get into my listening party. Look,
I ain't even mad.
This is why y'all don't let me hear it prior to.
Exactly, because we'll never get the show started.
I'm not mad at all. So that's episode 61. Anything else we miss before we wrap up out of here?
Nah, hip slips and fingertips.
I got something else.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so it's been, we've been doing this for a while.
Oh gosh, I'm about to cry.
The whole new year, 2018, we back like we never left.
Facts.
And I don't want nobody to ever misunderstand or get this shit confused or feel like we changed or,
What the hell?
Anything's different, because it's not different. We still the same, regardless whether it's a new year.
G, what the hell? G, what the?
He's fucked. All that for fuck the beehive.
Bruh.
New Year, same gang, yo. So
you about to get fired, man.
Before because I want to do the special thing. So let's give out our social media before we get to all that. You not.
Cause
yeah, I got you. So hold on. Make sure you follow Words with Wade on Instagram, on Twitter. The Words with Wade website is coming soon. WordsWithWade.com.
Brought to an internet near you.
That should be up maybe this week. Twitter, SoundCloud. Follow us everywhere. Words with Wade, of course. Spotify. Holla at us. I'm working on that.
Everywhere.
Ari. So you want to give out your social media now?
We are Googleable.
We are definitely Googleable. So stop inboxing me saying if y'all were on Spotify or if y'all were on this or if y'all were on that. We're on every fucking thing except Spotify, because Spotify is different. But we're everywhere else. Just Google us. Shit.
We're Googleable.
We're definitely Googleable.
So, Lady Ari Anderson on Facebook, because yes, I did create another Facebook, and yes, that's geared toward the fans. A little more into Ari's life than what my actual page is, because I got people's on there. Anyway, Honey Dipped, HON3Y_DIPP3D on Snapchat and Instagram, on Twitter. Wade still hasn't teach me how to change that yet.
We'll get to that.
So you can't find me. But I'm there.
Come to the spot. Once you come to the spot, we'll figure it out.
But I'm there though.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We got that. 2018, we're getting right.
Oh yeah. Send me interesting songs, not mixtapes.
Please, just songs.
Songs, not mixtapes. Just one song or maybe two, just so I can try to pick between which one is less trash.
You sound like me.
But send it to our WordsWithWade at wordswithwade@gmail.com so that I can check them and so that I can possibly play your music on Ari's Hotness of the Week. No. Ari's Hotness of the Week.
No.
Ari's Song of the Week. Ari's Song of the Week. Yeah. Rah, 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 rah. Nah, but seriously, stop sending trash.
Please. Yeah, don't send your mixtape. Just send one song or two at most. A little description of yourself, whatever. WordsWithWade@gmail.com. Put Ari in the subject. We listen to it. We like it. If she likes it, it'll be the song of the week. And we'll follow you on the gram and we'll put you out to all our listeners. And it's free publicity for you. So why you stunning? Don't be stupid.
Because everybody that I do the song of the week for, we follow.
Yeah. So don't be stupid. All right. So, G, what do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got for social media?
Get off Tiffany Gouche's page, G.
Huh?
Get off Tiffany Gouche's page, G.
Look, man, I'm doing due diligence right now. Let me work. Twitter, Instagram _G_LI, Snapchat AGR.G. For the label, make sure you're checking out the website agrhqf.com for all AGR things related, music, apparel, interviews, any challenges, visuals, etc., etc. I'm done.
Okay. And as far as me is concerned, of course.
One thing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying like yours is just literally one thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm simple. Not simple, but simple. I'm easy.
Oh.
No, not easy. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Pause. Shit.
I'm going to get on you with so many jokes after the show on that one.
I feel like Kevin Hart. I'm trying to explain something and it just doesn't work. Anyway.
That was good. You gonna listen to this later and be like,
yeah,
all right.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Jay, cut this out. On Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, what else is there? Instagram, everywhere. Even the WadeBlogs.com is up now.
What?
Yeah, I put that back up.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't used that in a long time.
He
but I put
just
it back
be
up.
sharing stuff with the show that he don't even share with people on the show.
Well, don't act like that.
Wow.
All these things you can always find me at the Wade Blogs. It's just one ETHE Wade Blogs. To spell my name, it's real easy, very simple. Don't forget 2 G's in the blogs. Remember, I never go broke when I ain't got 2 G's.
Stop.
Bars. I'm barring them up.
Please stop.
I'm barring them up.
Bars of life.
Death. I think that's it. Before we get out of here, because we haven't done a show in 3 weeks, a lot of things have happened and we can't cover everything. But one thing I did want to touch on, especially as us being podcasters and us being hip hoppers, as it says, with citizens of the community of hip hop, on December 20th, Combat Jack lost his fight with cancer. He was 53 years old. For those who don't know about Combat Jack, he hosted the Combat Jack show, the head of Loudspeakers Network. Before that, he was a entertainment lawyer. He did some deals for Puff, Nori, so on, so many stories. Combat Jack, I'm not gonna sit here and act like we was best of friends or he even gave a fuck about who I am. I hate people do that when after somebody dies. But I will say there was an email exchange with Jack when I started this podcast, and he took time out to speak to me. So definitely want to rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to all his family. Well wishes to his family, his friends, everyone there at Loudspeakers. He was 53, and 53 is still too young to go. As I always said, black men, we gotta take better care of ourselves. So I definitely want to take time out to pay respect for Combat Jack, a legend in our community. Just someone that helped me with simple words and inspired this very podcast that you're listening to. So if you listen to us, go back and listen to the Combat Jack shows. He definitely was a major inspiration to what we do. And normally when we end the show, I always end with, a little saying, Ari's favorite part. But I felt it was only appropriate that today for this show to end with what Combat Jack used to say for his show, because he had a little saying when he ended his show. So if y'all could just bear with me for a moment, I just felt it was appropriate. It's just the right thing to do, and we'll end it like that. But once again, rest in peace to Combat Jack, and we will see y'all next week.
Internets, you know what it is, man. Dream those dreams and then man up, woman up, and live those dreams. Because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in Technicolor and surround sound.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.